Well, good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Abby Price with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. Well, the Supreme Court heard two cases on Tuesday about whether the Biden administration can legally forgive student loans. Our Washington correspondent Alexandra Limon shares more.
It's about making sure we have equitable access to education.
Channing Hill and Larry Smith were in the large crowd gathered outside the Supreme Court Tuesday, urging the justices to uphold President Biden's student loan forgiveness program.
It's very hard for out-of-state students to afford tuition, room, and board. I myself am a resident assistant. If I was not an RA, I would not have nowhere to live.
The plan would forgive up to $10,000 in debt for many people and up to $20,000 for Pell Grant recipients. According to the Biden administration, some 26 million people have already applied for student loan forgiveness, and 16 million have been approved. But their loans haven't been forgiven yet because the program is on hold due to lawsuits, including one brought by 6 Republican-led states to the Supreme Court on Tuesday.
It's Biden's crooked bailout. It's illegal, it's unconstitutional, it's wrong for working families across the nation.
The states argue, among other things, that it's unfair for taxpayers, some who didn't attend college, to foot the bill of those who did. But Hill says the program will help improve the lives of those struggling with debt.
This affects black people disproportionately, then affects other populations, and it affects poor people disproportionately, then affects other populations.
In Washington, Alexandra Limon.
Well, here in Louisiana, the federal government will begin checking eligibility of people who received Medicaid for the first time since the start of the pandemic. And now millions of people are expected to lose coverage. Statewide, about 2 million people receive Medicaid. Experts say most times residents lose care if they're making more money than the program allows. But there are other options through the Affordable Care Act.
There is a very low financial threshold or bar, let me put it that way, household income to qualify for Medicaid. And so that's the main reason, that you may make a little bit more than what would qualify you. But again, it is such a low amount that you could qualify for some of these other health insurance options.
Louisiana Department of Health says it's important to have a current mailing address and backup contact information on file for the redetermination process. To update your information, log on to healthy.la.gov. Well, tickets for this year's St. Jude Dream Home are now on sale. Only 8,500 tickets will be sold this year, and they continue to sell out at record pace, so get yours fast. Reserve your ticket online at dreamhome.org or call the number on your screen.
And now, Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Trey Tonneson.
Still monitoring the potential for severe weather development over the next 2 days, 24 to 48 hours, possibly a little bit longer in duration. We can see those storms develop. But as for today, levels in southern Arkansas are 2 out of 5 slight risk, and then you go a little bit lower into Monroe and Ruston, level 1 out of 5. It still doesn't mean it's not a concern at all, with just a lower chance that some of these storms will develop into severe nature on into your day Thursday. Still the greatest of concern. In fact, areas in southwestern Arkansas, northwestern Louisiana have been upgraded to a level 4 out of 5 moderate risk for severe weather. And even as you go further south into the rest of our area, levels into 3 out of 5 enhanced risk. Still not anything to disregard or just not pay attention to, because severe weather development is likely on your Thursday. Could even continue into the early morning hours on Friday, and especially overnight. Definitely want to make sure you have multiple ways of getting warnings. Highs today into the low to mid 80s for highs will continue, but storms will be slight and scattered in nature, but not everyone will see those in development as well. But on into tonight, lows into the upper 60s, still humid and still a muggy night across the area. By the weekend, we'll actually see mostly sunny to possibly come some clear skies with temperatures cooler, but by the end of the weekend and the next week, back into the low to mid 70s, so nothing to complain about as well into the weekend.
Well, to stay on top of every news story in the Ark-La-Miss, make sure you download the NBC 10 News app. All you have to do is search KTVE in the Apple App Store or on Google Play. Well, that's it for your midday update. Stay safe out there in the severe weather. Have a great day. NBC News Daily continues.